All right, let's get to work.
Hey, Roman, you freaking out?
No.
Yes, you are.
Can somebody just walk me through what we're supposed to be doing?
Justin, you didn't think it could get any better, huh?
Here we go.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
You're gonna have to jump!
Dominic Terrell, you don't know me. You're about to.
Looks like the sons of London have followed us home.
Remember Owen Shaw? This is his big bad brother.
We're being hunted. One last ride.
Get low when the whistle goes.
Now we talking. Daddy's gotta go to work.
This is a world that doesn't play by your rules. Like it or not, you and your friends are a part of it now.
I don't have friends. I got family.
What's good, YouTube? We're back once again. Now, you see us, we got D in the building, we got Dillinger, and of course, Jon Tha Joker. We're the movie guys. We're here to actually review Fast and Furious 7. Well, actually, it's just called Furious 7. They dropped the Fast, but Furious 7, here we go. Off top, I want to just go down the list, as far as, well, not the list, but just go down the row and see what you guys grade, you know what I'm saying, as far as just what you guys felt it deserves from a scale. We're going to go from A+ to F-. So we're just gonna give it a grade, and then we're gonna go around reasons why we gave it that grade. So Dylan, George, what did you give it?
I would give it an A+, and a plus plus plus.
A+++. There you go. That's Dillinger, man. Me myself, I give it. I'm gonna give it a solid B. A B. And that's just me. D, what you got?
Give it about a B+.
B+.
Give it a B+.
So I mean, he likes it the most. He likes it second best. And I must at least like it. I must be the least person that like it. So, all right, so we're gonna go into it. Why we give it an A+, why we gave it a B+, why I gave it a B, and let's just keep it in order. So, yeah, let's go ahead and shoot.
The reason why I gave it an A+ is because it had more action through the movie than I would say even the last 5 of them, probably five, 6 of them. And the reason why is because to beginning to end, it was non-stop action, and the plot was good. It kept it moving. It didn't stop in any direction like you see in the other Fast and Furious movies. It was more upbeat, up-tempo. And, you know, finally, Vin Diesel is more of an action hero than what he was before.
Very true. I like the fact that Vin Diesel did step up as an action hero, because we ain't got that many.
Exactly.
We need the ones that we do have, at least that could be there to step up. All right, well, I gave it a B. For that reason, I gave it a B as far as why I didn't go any lower, because it was non-stop action. It was from beginning to end, just action-oriented more than any other Fast and Furious before it. The reason why I gave it not more higher than a B, the reason why it's only at a B is because the action was almost I want to say comical, but it just didn't. Not saying it wasn't believable, but it just didn't have my suspense in disbelief. I wanted to actually, as far as just know more that they're endangered in compared to what they were displaying. And I would say this, as far as the plot wise, I was cool with the plot. That was definitely good. But the moment that it lost me was, I think they were about to get dropped out of an airplane. And they were about to get dropped out of an airplane. It wasn't until they started falling. Everyone's reaction was not as if they were getting dropped out of an airplane, but more like they were getting let off a train. It was like Paul Walker's reaction was like, "Whoa, baby," and like Ludacris was like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "You're getting dropped out of an airplane. There's like 99% chance that this may not work." And all I needed was just like a more of a scream, more of a yell, "Whoa!" and more action. Like that's one reason I like going back to Transformers is that Shia LaBeouf, in this world of Transformers jumping around and swinging and stuff, he made the reaction to it believable, which made it great to me. The action here is like I wasn't even worried about the actors in no kind of way as far as sense of urgency or depth. So for that reason alone, it doesn't garner an A, but it doesn't garner so there was enough action to give it a B. So that's me.
I cleared my throat on that. I gave it a B just because of, like you said before, nothing seemed like anyone was in danger. It seemed like they already knew what was going to happen before it happened. So it's and the reason I gave it, I guess, a simple B plus. I gave it a B plus. I gave it a B plus. I gave it a B plus and not an A because the acting to me was terrible. I didn't believe anything came out of anybody's mouth. It was. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I didn't believe it. Only reason I gave it a B plus is because of the action. That's pretty much all I liked about it. Was the action. I didn't like the plot. I thought there was too much going on. I thought they added unnecessary bad guys, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they did add a few.
It was so unbelievable. It had bad guys. You can't even get in the country, let alone you're a citizen. You are a world-renowned bad guy, and you have to get on the helicopter, shoot in the middle of downtown Los Angeles.
No response.
Yeah, no response. No police. Yeah, none. I just see one cop into the end.
What about 5 or 6 police cops?
They had some cars. They had some squad cars. They were on the beat. They were on the beat. They just had to go through the neighborhood.
But was Tyree driving the Caprice? Was it Caprice? Oh, was it?
It looked like an old school Caprice.
Yeah, it looked like it was Caprice.
Like all police follow the Caprice.
Yeah, it looked like.
Is this funny?
I mean, hey man, they're gonna follow a black guy no matter what. It's LA. Paul Walker gets away with his with the GTS or whatever it is. He gets to go wherever he wants.
But did he drop out of Focus? What's that? What was that? What was that? I don't know.
It looked like the Red Bull truck. That's what
it reminded me of, the Red Bull.
So we're gonna go with Red Bull.
All right, so hey, that was our basic one on plot. Now we're gonna just go into the directing. It was directed by James Wan, this is actually first time directing this one. The first one was of course done by Rob Cohen. The second one, of course, John Singleton. 3 through 6 was done by the same guy. What was his name? Justin Lin.
Yeah.
Justin Lin was done 3 to 6, so it was his pretty much story that he was building up to part 7. So Fury 7, James Wan, what did you feel about the direction of it?
For his first time doing it, it was good. It was pretty good. I mean, I could name some stuff that other first actors, not actors, but directors done, and they haven't panned out. I can name one, but I'm not gonna name them. Part of the X-Men franchise.
Oh, man.
I'm not gonna name that.
Man.
I'm keep that under. But no, this first hit, I like it. I feel like it had more action. Like I said, action packed, and then you brought out Ronda Rousey. I feel like that's a big hit, and she's been having not to get out of track. She's been having a wonderful year, being at WrestleMania, undefeated UFC, 14 seconds, tap out.
And she had a good chance to shine here as far as for people who didn't know her, are probably wondering who that is.
Yeah, exactly.
And they probably Googling her, and it's just the same way any other wrestler or UFC fighter tries to break in the mainstream, they do it this kind of way, you know what I'm saying? It's a fight scene. And she brought the house down. She brought the house down, man.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yes.
Awesome.
I mean, it's beautiful. It was a throwback to the fight they had in Michelle Rodriguez. I think she had a fight in
Jennifer Runner.
5. Or it was at 5. Yeah, I think part 5.
Yeah.
That was good too. That was good. Michelle Rodriguez brings it in fights. I mean, she's smaller.
Yeah.
You don't think she can win these fights, but she brings it.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. Well, I think James Wan, I think he did a hell of a job with what he had. I think he comes from, I think he directed Insidious and The Conjuring before that. So to come from his horror background to take on this, this high octane of car driving, for the most part, I think he did great as far as the scenes, all the car scenes, all the driving scenes, which makes Fast and Furious great. I felt they were great. You know what I'm saying? It felt, as far as action, not as good as the first one. I think Rob Cohen did a great job with part 1 as far as just racing. But just from the first race in the race wars with Michelle Rodriguez against some dude to the chase scene against with the bus. And just even at the end, I felt the direction as far as what was shot was great. But when it comes to the editing, I felt they could have did some stuff different because a lot of fight scenes were a lot of it was too cut. It was cutting too much compared to just having like 30 seconds of just showing them going at it. It was more every punch was a cut, so you don't know which punch was being landed from The Rock and Jason Statham.
Yeah.
It was like, it was just more of like a cut to this guy, cut to get to.
Yep.
So we get to see the rawness of it. And even at the end, I think Vin Diesel was fighting Jason Statham, and they would cut to him fighting to like a long chase scene for like a minute or 2, and then cut back to them fighting to another 3-minute chase scene to cut back to them fighting. Like, wow, how long was the fight, or was he trying to show us that the fight only lasted 2 minutes, but we just showing you what's going on in the meantime. But other than that, for what he had, I felt he did a great job. I have no problem directing. I haven't directed another one if they made it.
Yeah, same way. You said it all. You know what I'm saying? You said it all. I think he did pretty good. His first time directing a movie like that. I think he did the best he could with what he had. And I think he did a pretty good job with it, actually. So he can't blame the actors. So.
So now, I know you mentioned the acting was bad, so we're going to tackle the acting. And the way this is since Furious 7 has pretty much about 6-7 actors in it, they've actually been in a few of them up to this point. Either the acting's going to get better or the acting's going to get worse. So right now we're just going to attack acting. And I guess, do y'all want to start with Paul Walker? Or? Let's start with Paul Walker, man. R.I.P., rest in peace, Paul Walker. He actually died during the making of this. I think they said he finished about 70%, but after watching it, it looked like he finished 95%. All of it. Yeah, if there's a scene that Paul Walker was in CGI, please on the comments, let us know the scenes that you felt were CGI so we can know that they were CGI. I felt the end scene was CGI Paul Walker. They were showing it like an angelic Paul Walker. Right. I hate it when they say try. Yeah, but if there was another scene during the movie that it was CGI that you felt it was, in the comments, let us know, so because I'm sure the information will come out on IMDb, but not yet. So with that said, Paul Walker, man, how do you feel he did?
Good. Not bad. I wish things did turn out the way they did, but other than that, Paul Walker did a good job. His brother, a little side piece, did a little side job for him, and it wasn't bad. It actually wasn't bad. I feel like Paul Walker was still at the scene. It didn't feel like they didn't take nothing away from him. It's like he was there. So I felt a little bit of the presence. So yeah, I get that.
How'd you like his send off?
Good. It was awesome. Had him and his family. Like it felt like they were riding to the sunset. Just playing with his kid, playing with his wife, and they left it alone, which I think it was a cool moment.
There you go. Did you cry a little bit?
Yeah, I had to cheer. I had to cheer here and there, So hey,
that's just being real.
Big dudes cry too.
That's just being real.
That's just I have a tear in my eyes. So what?
That's just being real. So definitely, that's a good look on Paul Walker himself. I mean, as far as the way I feel about Paul's acting, I feel like he could have brought a little more to this role. I feel like he didn't do what normally would have been the normal Paul Walker I like. I'm a big fan of Running Scared. Paul Walker movie, if you haven't seen it, please go see Running Scared. I'm a big fan of Joyride. I'm a big fan of Fast and Furious 1 and 2 when he was in those. He brought an authenticity to the race world that actually like a cop compared to a racer. And this one, I felt that he didn't know his place in this world, as far as just the world. Like Vin Diesel's always been the big badass. Paul Walker was more so, he was always the undercover cop chasing the bad guy, but here he's not an undercover cop. And I don't even know if they're even wanted by the cops anymore. I don't know. They're just in LA. They really don't know what's going on. went from him being a cop to him being wanted to him getting away from the laws and going to Rio de Janeiro, and so now it seems like he's a father. So he has like a 4-year-old son named Jake or 5-year-old son named Jake. He doesn't want to be in his role as a parent, but they say there's a quote that goes on through the whole movie that he misses the bullets, not the racing, not the cars or the girls or anything like that, but just the bullets he missed, which is kind of weird. But it's just kind of weird that he died, and he misses the bullets, he misses death, or whatever. He misses the thrill, So I felt like I said when they fill out the airplane, and Paul Walker just gave oh yeah, man, and I mean he just didn't give the Paul Walker that I wanted to see, and that's just me personally. I just know he could bring a little more, and which he did. That's just me.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think his acting was so. What's the word? Mundane. Yeah, it was so mundane. I understand exactly what you. Yeah, I mean, you said that. Like every scene he was in, I'm just looking at it like, because I'm thinking like, and I'm looking at him like, he's just not, like he don't want to be here. Exactly. He had it with no emotion, no feeling. It was just kind of, I am Paul. Yeah, and he just, he had a joke with Tyrese where they were at the table. And he said, Tyrese was like, hey, I want to be the leader or something. He said he made a prom joke about who we messed with at prom, but it just didn't even, it didn't sell. I didn't buy it. And I was like, y'all guys are be friends with this. When was the last time y'all talked? No friends. When was the last time y'all talked? Was that his brother? Maybe that was his brother. Maybe that's why I didn't say it. It seemed a little off. I do give it to him in the fight scenes. I don't know why they send Paul Walker to fight these Asian guys or anything. Everyone like they grew in like karate skills, but Paul Walker, he gave a good effort with the fight scenes. I mean, like I say, he's on the money shot on the trailer where he jumps off, and that's probably the best thing to keep. That was awesome. But that was awesome. Just for, I didn't go see it. We were just talking about as far as how we saw it. I saw it regular. I saw it regular. Did you see IMAX or anything? I saw it IMAX.
I wish I was in IMAX.
How was that scene in IMAX? It was great. That's the everything was great. It made it great. But that scene looked great in IMAX as far as him jumping. It reminded me of Cliffhanger, man. It was great. But that's Paul. So what about let's say the second his co-part, Vin Diesel? How do you feel Vin Diesel?
I want to say more of like American Badass role. He's more of I'm a tough guy. He always played a Dominic Toretto tough guy, but more of an action hero this time. It wasn't, I'm the bad guy, you gotta have to chase me, or I beat you up. It was more of, I'm strong. I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like, hey, come and get me. I'm gonna win anyway.
Right. Yeah, no, I definitely feel the same way. Vin Diesel gave, out of all the 7 movies, I mean, I don't want to say it's his best performance because to me the first one was always the best one. He gave a performance that you're expecting. I mean, he's like I said, he's trying to become, or I mean, he should have been the American hero that everybody wants as far as an actor. And he gave us that. He seemed a little invincible. I think he survived 3 in me. If that was me, each one I would have died in. Head-on collision. Off a cliff.
Before you hit that point, we're gonna talk about that part. I really want to get in touch about that point. That was crazy.
Well, yeah, off a cliff he went. Off a cliff. And then, of course, at the end, he went down. He went down at the end as far as the last scene. But like I said, he died in the last scene. I guess I don't know.
Which I don't even understand.
He died and came back with love. Love is a joke. Stop the CPR. Stop resuscitating.
So you just gonna stop.
I mean, like I said. For what he's trying to be and where he could go, I mean, he was a Terminator. I mean, he was undefeatable. He made the right comments. He knows about family more than anything else, and he played his part, I guess. I mean, what do you feel?
I don't feel like these guys. I don't like Vin Diesel in this movie. I think his role to me was a little without any feeling. All I heard was, "Yes, I'm Vin Diesel," and I was talking like that. I mean, just so cool and calm, collected the whole movie. Like, did you not know you're messing with a trained killer? You just a guy who thinks on cars. From what I know, in the hood, the regular guy down the hood, like a trained killer who was in the British Special Operations, right? And beat him up. But The Rock. Had a handful. When he had a handful. Lost pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was like I like the fight scene, but it's just like you got two guys trained. I mean, he U.S. Marshal, I think, was a rock roll.
Yeah, U.S. Marshal. So he's trained.
He's trained. And then you got me fighting this special operations guy.
Kind of shot.
Yeah, and beat him pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Totally agree.
Beat him with 2 extra large wrenches. Wrenches.
In my car. Back to the wrenches.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I can work on cars, but listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you with these same wrenches. I don't know what wrench you use that on the car. What kind of wrench is on that car?
And don't forget that we're full speed twice playing chicken.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man. I mean, you know, you're right. That's 4 car races. Dude, he's a
2 there.
scratch chances up with Diesel, man.
Yeah, crash them. I mean, a 50-year-old action star is not very good. All the people I can see make it like that is
Schwarzenegger.
I don't even want to see Schwarzenegger. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only person I can see do it at 50 is
Stallone.
no, the dude from Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah,
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise murdered on it. All right. With that said, let's talk about Jason Statham. How did y'all feel Jason Statham as a bad guy? Everybody was excited about him coming in after seeing the end of part 6. Jason Statham came in like, oh my God, you got the transporter.
Yeah.
So how did you feel about that?
I got my take.
Let's go.
But Jason Statham, I like his action, like his karate, kung fu, whatever you want to call it. It was on point. Almost every movie he played, it's on point. And I feel like every fight scene he delivers all the time. This one, I feel like he should have been touched. Honestly, I feel like the dude was just throwing kicks and flips and bombs and guns and knives. I feel like he was in the street for the game or something, man. I feel like control. But honestly, dude was untouchable, man. I don't know how to rock. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Rock is a badass on his own. And Vin Diesel, I give his credit. But dude was just, I feel like he was untouchable. But one scene that really that really got me was the crash scene. All of a sudden, he had a sniper rifle. And he ran where Vin Diesel was at. And then he almost hit him.
Yeah, I don't know.
How can you do that? You got
Johnson just winds wheels.
It's one complete circle.
Yeah, because all I did was hit a half a loop, and he was in where
I don't know who falls down the mountain and runs.
Yeah,
Run to where he's at. I think he got to a high point. Yeah, he was in a car, and I could run to where you at. You in a car.
he got to a high point, it was actually looking pretty far down there. I mean, like I said, when it comes to this belief in what was going on, you have to take your whole logic. You got to take out the way.
You got to take away logic, reality, gravity, basic physics,
the time continue.
everything. Yeah, all that. You take all of the way, and you want to do it.
I definitely feel you could make maybe a 50-minute video about just the logic of things that's happening that didn't make sense. But with that said, I actually like Jason Statham. He was great. I love him as an actor with transport. I love everything he does. You can kind of tell, I can't say you kind of tell his age, but I mean, he wasn't as nimble as he was, but it doesn't matter. As far as the way it was cut, I mean, he's a great fighter no matter what from what he's done. So you expect that. I think they used him well, but he was a little underused acting-wise. For somehow he just showed up where they needed to show up. He just showed up anywhere at any time I mean, which is great. But I wish they would have more just scenes of him talking and acting, because he's a great actor, period.
Exactly.
So I think he was underused in that route. I mean, as far as him and The Rock were underused compared to what scenes they could have just acting-wise. But for what he was in, I definitely believe he was a great bad guy. I give it to him for putting him in it. His motivation was a little weird about his brother as far as right when it came on, and he damn near blew up a hospital just to talk to his brother. Exactly. Just to talk to him while he's in the home and say, you can't play the brother.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna kill everybody.
I'm gonna kill everybody just to talk to my brother. I mean, the setup was so crazy.
Why is the hospital blowing up?
I mean, I came out and said, he just blew up a guy. I don't get the point of him not walking in and talking to him.
Why couldn't he just walk in? Well, they look at
tell the nurses take care scared my brother.
Now I have a question. Do it look like a Michael Myers Halloween Jason scene with all the dead bodies in the house?
That's crazy.
It was the scene that you're gonna lose for many years.
Oh man. I understand that. I understand that. It was crazy. I like you said, I like him as the bad guy in the movie. I like any British guy as a bad guy. For some reason, they play him well. That whole accent and that cool kind. You know, there's so many British bad guys. They just do so cool. So cool with it. And that's what it was. Like I said, I think they should have used him more acting. I think he is a great actor, so they should have used him. Say more instead of, like you said, being at the right spot at the right time, somehow finding him wherever they are in the world, and he just show up.
That's crazy.
And they just use him for the action.
I mean, India, Los Angeles, Ukraine,
everywhere. I think he had the program.
He had the program.
Because I don't know how
But he was with the dude with the guys anyway.
Yeah, he was with him. Yeah, so
he already knew that was going to be at a certain period of time. Hey, I got you. I'm going to come. Just hold up, just wait. It's going to come.
Yeah, we definitely want to speak on Jason Statham like that. Definitely, like I said, good acting. But as far as like you said with Desmond Houseshoe being the bad guy, let's just go down as far as all the other actors with Desmond Houseshoe, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese, Ludacris, Jordana Brewster, Kurt Russell. Everyone was in it. So how do you feel about everyone else's acting and what they brought to the film?
A lot of them, Tyrese was funny. Very funny. It like you wouldn't say when Mitch about the crack writer. He was the only one. Hey, I'm not going that.
Right. He made it seem real. I'm like, you know, everyone else like, how did Ludacris? He from part whatever. From part two, how does he so comfortable with just going out of play? Like, you a DJ? Now all of a sudden you
went from what a DJ to something else to this. Yeah. I mean, he always been.
He's transformed most. Yeah, he transformed most.
Part two to
he transformed most.
I mean, Ludacris. I like his transition. I guess since I guess they make his character evolve, it was kind of cool to see that. Michelle Rodriguez, I like how her character went from I'm in the media of a bad guy to a good guy. Then all of a sudden I died one Fast and Furious. Then all of a sudden I'm here and I'm finna kill my boyfriend or husband. Right. After that, I'm back to reality.
How'd you like they handled the memory loss with this one as far as for her not?
It was okay. It was. I'm not gonna go there and say it was excellent. It was okay. It was kind of dull. I feel they should have kept that when she actually lost her memory the first time.
Right.
I feel like they should have kept that going a little bit. But I mean, like I said, this is his first shot, so I give him a pass. Like I said, Ronda Rousey, she did good. Ronda Rousey, she did good for her first acting chops. I mean, she didn't say much. It's more of an action-packed film.
That's what they needed her for.
Yeah, so she did good. She did good.
How'd you feel about Desmond Houseshoe as the bad guy?
They should have given him more of a role.
Oh yeah.
I feel like his accent and his demeanor was on point. Yeah. They should have given him more of a role. Like, hey, I'm here to stay. Me and this state, we gonna be together. Yeah, I know this.
Man, like Desmond Houseshoe. Man, I didn't like the way they used. I didn't like the way they used. Like I said, man, he was in a helicopter at the end. He was just screaming.
Screaming the whole time.
Yeah, like, kill him, shoot him, fight him, shoot him. He's gonna go catch him.
It was getting annoying.
He's such a great actor.
That's all the lines you gave him.
Yeah, just. I mean, like he just yells at his. I mean, it was just ignorant. I would say, yeah, even me just chiming in on Tyrese. I feel Tyrese was definitely the guy who brought it back down to earth, brought it back down to the humor of Fast and Furious. What he took from part two, which everyone loved part two, and just what he took from all the other ones. I mean, he just definitely. I felt he was the best person in the whole movie. I mean, as far as every time he spoke, every time he stepped on scene, I said, "Now this is the Fast and Furious I want to see as a summer movie." You know, as far as bringing some kind of lightheartedness to this craziness that's going on.
Exactly.
You're supposed to be able to chime in on just how crazy this is. Like, bro, we're jumping at planes and just everything he's done. I mean, the writing for Tyrese is great. I never liked the Ludacris comedy in it. I never really liked it, but you know, like I said, Ludacris just to have him in there. I mean, just to make his. I don't know when he's even there. I mean,
he was placed there because he was another.
What is his name? What is his name? Tej.
That old is that. I don't even know Ludacris. That's his name.
Ludacris, yeah.
Everybody still got Luda. They don't call him
more. I would like to see them more. I like his jokes. I like kind of break up like the seriousness of what you're doing with a joke. Kind of help, like you said, get back to what we know. The funny aspect of Fast and Furious. Like you said, Ludacris, I think he was pretty much put there just because he was in the other movies. It was pointless to have him there. I didn't see a real reason to put him in there, but I don't know. Maybe you guys did.
Do you feel? What's I feel about The Rock?
Oh, I like The Rock. I feel like, why isn't he in the whole movie? I'm like,
you should have kept him in the whole movie because the point you made where he broke all these bones. And
all of a sudden
you can break. Didn't you break your collarbone?
Yeah. And they said collarbone. And I'm like,
you got a cast on your leg and everything.
I think he brought something to part 5 and part 6, and then you have part 7. He's on the cover. He's on the trailer, and then he's in the first couple minutes and he's gone to the end. And I'm like, they could have used him so much more. At least just doing something, It's something. So I hate they underused him, but The Rock is The Rock. You gotta love him. He gave us The Rock bottom. I mean, he gave us The Rock bottom. If you're a wrestling fan, you got that. He gave you what you wanted. He had a daughter. As far as the movie, he did have a daughter. They used his partner just once. Did she die?
She came at the beginning. She didn't die. She was in the hospital, and that was it. That was the end of her.
They should have given her more role too. I feel like they just like, you know what, we're gonna give you this role. After that,
we need you there for continuity.
Right.
Other than that,
they should have touched on it. I think they should have touched on a lot of people, like you said, with The Rock and her. It seemed like it was more to that, how she was acting in the hospital. So I was like, maybe
it did. Because her and Diesel had a relationship, right? In part 6? Didn't her and Diesel have a relationship?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I didn't remember she was rushing her and Diesel stopped and he was like, "You okay?" And she was like, "Let's not talk about this now." I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, man, I thought something went on. How y'all feel about them bringing back old school characters like Hector? Lucas Black, Bow Wow, like they use that footage from old. But they did bring Lucas Black back.
Yeah, they did bring
back. I like that. Race Wars.
That was cool. It was cool to see a cameo appearance.
Yeah, right. It was cool to see that.
I wish it was a little bit longer.
You gotta understand, Fast and Furious came out in 2001. Most of it was high school or graduate high school or something like that. It's 15 years ago. So to see everyone in there, you got your Lucas Black, you got your Hector, from part 1. You got all these people in there in Race Wars. It was really just a fan service, I think. The movie was really a fan service. You could tell it was the last movie. They may make more in the future, but it's not gonna be with this cast. They might bring one person back from the cast. This cast is, I'm just telling you, it's done with them, and I don't think they'll do it without Paul Walker themselves. But of course, the movie makes so much money. They're gonna make one. They're gonna do a spin-off of one. It was good to see everyone come back. Race Wars in Los Angeles and where it started from. And it'd be great to have the Skyline, the Mitsubishi Skyline back. It's a race. Just see that again. But they did bring back the car that his dad had. That he raced Paul. He raced Paul Wall in the first one. Paul Walker. He raced Paul Walker in the first one, so they brought that back. But I think that was great as far as just having those cameo pieces and going from there.
Definitely, that was smart to bring it back to the beginning.
This I've been seeing a lot, and this particular Fast and Furious was women.
A lot of women.
I'm not saying it's just saying it's just been a lot of women in there, and I like to.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of women had more starring roles, but the first one, the second one, they had a lot of party scenes. They took that away after part 3, or maybe after past Tokyo Drift. They took that away as it became more serious. But it's good to see that again, Race Wars. And how'd you like Jordana Bruce? Her character, Paul Walker's one.
She didn't
give you much dread, much feeling that.
Couldn't deal with that. Could have cut her.
That's the case. You should have on the phone. Hey.
It just had a voice. She would have phoned in this whole role.
You couldn't even. She didn't even have to need her voice. You could have had Paul Walker slam like he was on the phone and had him talk to herself.
She was there to take care of Jake, and then she was out. But it makes sense that even though she has been racing with these guys and was in a lot of movies racing and stuff, but this one they're safe. Instead of her this time they had to go get something. They had to go do something instead of something happening to them, and therefore they didn't really need her. She was pretty safe in a Colombian drug lord's house, I guess.
That's it, man.
That's why you take your 5-year-old kid.
And then I had semi-automatics everywhere.
I know you should see all these guns they have here. Go ahead, Jay. Oh, he's crazy.
I said, if you mess with this place, you mess with the whole country.
That's crazy.
What y'all think about Ramsey?
Great. I mean, as far as just for the small role, she was. I mean, just great. I mean, like I said, for what they used her for, it was needed, and it was just. I mean, I enjoyed the whole scene. So like I said, even if it's just for a scene, like the movie went from I believe they were in LA. They went to Dubai. They went to Russia, Ukraine or somewhere, and then of course back in Los Angeles. For the Dubai scene, it was. I love that scene, man.
It was wonderful.
I love that scene. Just the skyscraper. When they got there, I was like, this is great. And all right, so which brings me back to as far as just to end this off, we're gonna just talk about what we love most about it, as far as favorite scene, and what we love least about it, like least favorite scene or least thing you like. So, what do you feel? Favorite part, and that's what you like.
My favorite part when they jump in the building. Least favorite part is basically Paul Walker talking to his wife. I mean, I feel like that's the case. I feel like that's the case. Just deal with that. But you got a lot of cartel people in Colombia with semi-automatics ready to shoot somebody.
Right. I would say mine is the same as well. The Dubai scene with the I don't know what car that was, but they said like 3.2 million. That scene building, I didn't get to see IMAX, but I know IMAX that would have been beautiful. That was a favorite scene. Least favorite scene was I don't even know. It's like a lot of scenes that I was questioning. But, a lot of scenes I was questioning. But the least thing I didn't like about the movie was possibly Paul Walker. Not saying it's with his girlfriend, but just his acting. Just overall, just for a sit-up, I wanted more from Paul Walker. I'm such a Paul Walker fan. And that's the thing that actually brought the movie down for me, is just that it wasn't the right. His acting wasn't as great as it could be. That I know if he would have watched it, he would have probably disapproved it. So let's redo the scene, or let's, I don't know. So that's just my thing.
I think my favorite part of the movie was the same part y'all like. Well, not the car scene. I like the fight scene though.
Yeah,
fight scene. I love that, and it made it real because she actually lost to somebody who was a superior fighter than her. So I was like, okay, that scene. Right. My least part, can I say it? The acting. I didn't like the acting.
I mean, sometimes that brings the movie down.
Yeah, that brought it down to me. That and the no sense of reality in the movie brought it down for me. But I took it for what it was, like we talked about before, and I actually enjoyed the movie. When I took all that out, I had to take a piece of my brain out and then watch it, and I actually liked it.
There you go.
So, that's it.
So there you go. Well, yeah. So you heard it first with the movie guys. Review of Fear 7. We have Dillinger, of course, giving it an A++++. I myself gave it a B, a solid B, and D gave it a B+. Of course. If we would like to know what you guys felt about it, definitely go to the comments. Let us know what you felt. Give it an A, B, C. Definitely subscribe. Let us know as far as we're going to be doing movies all summer. What's the next movie coming out? What's the next big one? I know Avengers is May 1st.
Right, May 1st.
Anything coming up before that? I don't know. We're going to be doing Dragon Ball Z, Return of Frieza. We're going to be, of course, we're going to watch that Japanese and everything, so we're going to be doing that. And until then, of course, till next time, we're going to get a lot more movie reviews in. We're going to take you guys for the whole summer, let you guys know what we think. Give you an in-depth analysis and review, and hopefully we'll see you guys then. The movie guys signing out.